Oh, I'm so glad we came to Fleet Farm. Aren't you?
Yeah, it saved us 200 bucks.
Yeah, it's a massive coincidence. It's just true. They have a black toolbox here that I had my eye on. It was regular $479, and I wasn't gonna pull the trigger for that. But today, it was $275, the same one. So, go figure. Yeah. I'll show it to you when we do the install, probably later on. It's great. On to Harbor. Yeah, we're in town again. We had to run some errands. It's the way it goes. You do stuff like that when you're retired. Yeah. And it is like 40 degrees the day after Christmas in north central Minnesota. How awesome is that? Better than Quartzsite, my guess would be. Heck yeah. And there it is. That's where it's gonna go. Heck yeah. Perfect. I can fit a lot of crap in that. And we got this conduit to run the wires through. I'll show you a diagram of the 4-pin connector process that I'm using to wire this thing with cheap lights. And there's not a whole lot to it. That's why it'll be complicated. That's why it won't work. Now we'll get it to work. It always seems to be that case though. The easier it looks, the easier it seems. In the end, the harder it is. So hopefully that's not the case with this. So with this conduit, I need to ground all these lights. I've already installed 3 of them. 1 on each fender. Yeah, I had to drill holes, pull the wires through the holes, and drill them down. And I have 1 in the back here also, a 3-light connector at the bottom of the trailer, and that'll attach to the tail lights, where the tail lights go. You'll see. It'll be badass. You'll see. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this pipe to hold the wire in. I'm just going to run it right on the inside of the bed along the sides, on both sides. Just like that. Yep. We'll make sure it's not in the way of our tie downs. All right, guys, let me show you what I'm talking about. These little lights here are only $2 a piece, okay? And they have 2 wires on the back side of them. Now, the only thing these wires can be used for, I'm guessing, I've never done wiring before, but it's kind of sort of common sense, I think, is one would be ground and one would attach to the brown on this wire that leads to the back taillights. So I'll have to splice into the wire, the brown wire, to one side of this and then use the other side to ground, which I'm going to do right on the side of these posts that I made for the trailer, which means I have to grind the paint off. So we do what we must. That figures. Okay, I'm extending the wires out from under here and putting the ground. I'm going to put the ground, like I said, right there, get it repainted. So I'll show you the diagram and then you guys, if you're so inclined, can use it or not. Okay, guys, this is the instruction manual that I was given for the wiring harness, which is over here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I kind of sort of get it. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's turn it over. Okay, here's the tongue of the trailer here. And here's the trailer. Okay, here's the 3 lights in the back. Right there. And here's the tail light. Tail light. Fender light. Fender light. Okay, these are fenders here. Excuse my art. Okay. And like I said, this out here is the tongue. Okay, there's our trailer. Okay, here's our new toolbox. Yeah, buddy. Okay. So how I'm going to do it is there's basically 5 wires coming off of this harness. 2 of them are stuck together. For example, there's a green and a brown. And the green and the brown, let's say this is your 4-prong harness up here. Okay, now my pen's running out of ink. Okay, here's your 4-prong harness. So the green and the brown will come out here. And we'll consider this the right side of the trailer, because if you face it from the back, this will be the right side of the trailer, and this will be the left side of the trailer. Now on the left side of the trailer, you're going to have a yellow and a brown coming off the same harness, okay? Yellow and brown, okay? I don't have color-coded pins, okay? So this is all I got. So we also have a white wire coming from the harness, which is a ground. And I'm just going to ground it right here, somewhere around the tongue area. So the white wire right here will be ground to the tongue area of the trailer. And then all I'm basically going to do is, for example, this is, let's say this is a brown wire. I'm going to attach it to the fender light, and then to one of the 2 wires on the fender light, I'm going to attach the brown wire to it, or tap into it, and then I'm going to ground the fender light using the other wire. And I'm going to do the same exact thing on the reverse side of it right here, the same exact thing. I'm going to attach in the brown wire to the fender light on one of the 2 wires, and then I'm going to use the other wire as a ground. And then all I'm basically going to do is I'm going to plug the brown wire into where it says brown wire into the back of this tail light, and I'm going to plug the green wire into where it says green wire into the back of this tail light. And I'm going to plug the brown wire into another area for the 3 lights on the very back of the trailer. There's another area that says brown light on it. On this tail light, I'm going to plug into that right next to the other brown light plug-in. So we have the green plugged in, and the brown plugged in, and the brown plugged in. And I'm also going to ground this light here too. So that'll be grounded directly to the trailer. So we actually have 4 grounds. We have this grounded, we have this grounded, we have this grounded, and we have the whole harness grounded right here. And I'm going to reverse the process. Over here, I'm going to basically just plug the brown light in to the tail light here, and the yellow light into the tail light here. Now I have an adapter over here. I'm not sure how that goes into the truck. I have an adapter, but yeah, the dog chewed it. The dog chewed it to pieces, so I don't know if it'll work or not. But hopefully that's the plan. All right. All right, well, I don't know if it works or not. We got all the wiring in, and we just used this conduit. I don't know if we hooked it up right. I've never done it before. We got the 3 lights installed down there. I got everything individually grounded. The side lights here. I'll show all that to you here in a minute. Right now, I need to take advantage of the no snow rule on the ground. Snow's coming. It's no doubt about it. I want to get this thing out of here while the getting's good. It needs touch-up paint. It needs a few other things, but not much. It can wait till warmer weather. In fact, it's usable right now except for license plates. I'll get that tomorrow or the next day. But I'm calling this finished except for touch-up paint. Did you guys notice this? You probably didn't. I'll show that to you too here in just a few minutes. But right now I want to concentrate on moving this welding table so we can get this out of here. We can get back to normal again. Look at that toolbox. I permanently mounted it. Yep, permanently mounted. See that? Well, we'll show all that stuff. Let's hope we can get this thing out of here, boys. I see a problem right now already. Got to move those chain hoists out of the way. You talk about a close call, man. Whoa. We just cleared that. I'm warming up the lawnmower. Use the front hitch on the lawnmower. One-man operation, boys. Gosh, that looks good. Yeah, it's not easy. Scratched a little paint doing this, but yeah, we got plenty of paint, so not a biggie. So yeah. Not yet. Oh, move that, whatever that is. Hurry, hurry. Snow paint! No. Something always gets in the way. Help, help, help. Look at that adventure mobile, boys. Look at that. The reason that triangle fits in there so nicely is because I did not center this on purpose for that reason. I moved it over a little to the right so we could get it to lay flat instead of against this steel. So yay for me. Candy's amazed too. And she should be.
This is the first ever.
All right, let's go in and try the brake lights. Go in.
Oh, okay.
Step on the brakes. Could we be so lucky that everything works? We'll see. Brakes. Well, one brake light's working. Left turn signal. Right turn signal. Okay, that's the problem. The left brake light and the left turn signal isn't working. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see here. Hold this. We'll go for a ride real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. See how his toes.
Come on, baby. Get in the truck. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hop, hop. Okay, we're gonna get her up to speed. This is how I put the conduit. Now I have to come out here in the spring and I have to touch up all this scratch. See, like I scratched against the welding table, some of the fender, some things like that. No biggie, but in the light, you can see it definitely needs another coat of paint now that I see it in the light. Because it's so dark in the shop, it's really hard to tell. But I hit 70 and it pulls straight. It's smooth. It's perfect. It's perfect, ain't it?
I agree.
I can't believe it. Look at that. We're gonna roll this thing in the pole barn and leave it sit till spring. Maybe add, well, yeah, we'll wait till the spring to add anything to it. This is a really nice addition. We can get a lot of tackle in there. We put our generator on here, our mountain bikes, you name it. So we'll move this thing into the pole barn now. All right. So what happened with the left turn signal and the left brake is this contraption here, Doggy. The doggy chewed the piss out of it, so I had to pry some of the prongs away from it just to get this 4-prong adapter to attach. So I'll have to buy another one of these. That's what the problem is, boys. But yeah, she runs good. She pulls straight. And this is where she'll sit till next spring, barring any emergency. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 other trailers if you count the war wagon. 4. This will be 5. This is my best one, without a doubt.
The homemade one.
Yeah, the homemade one. Imagine that. Yeah.
The other ones are crap.
Yeah, kind of. They worked out. They do us good though. Yeah, and we didn't get in the way of our winch either.
Yay.
So that's nice. I still have to do some welding here. Like I said, we got to give it another whole coat of paint. Now we can see the lights in here are a lot better. Of course, we can't paint when it's 20 below zero. Yeah. Okay. See you on the next one. God bless you.
I'm gonna hold my breath till my face turns blue. Beat my head against the wall if I can't have you. Gonna kick and scream, pull out my hair, throw myself down on the floor and cry if you're not there. Shame, shame on you, mama, whenever you're not around. My heart is inside out, the world is upside down. Shame, shame on you, mama, whenever you're not around. I ought to say nighty night, but I didn't plan to go to bed without you to tuck me in. Now I don't think I can. If playing on your sympathy gets me the best result, if I behave badly when you're gone, you know it's not my fault. Shame, shame on you, mama, whenever you're not around. My heart is inside out, the world is upside down. Shame, shame on you, mama, whenever you're not around. Call it emotional blackmail, it's probably true. There's nothing I won't stoop to just to be with you. Now you may have to scold me, try to straighten me out, but if you don't hold me, I'm gonna holler and shout. Shame, shame on you, mama, whenever you're not around. My heart is inside out, the world is upside down. Shame, shame on you, mama, whenever you're not around. Shame, shame on you, mama, whenever you're not around. Shame, shame on you, mama.